Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Feel good. 72.5. We're pumping as I come on, baby. Every time Sammy comes on, Bitcoin likes to pump for the guy. Whoa, I'm feeling hyped. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Pocket squares flying out of the pocket. We're going in, baby. We're going in. Bitcoin ripping to the upside the second I show up to the trade. And we're about to break out of this beautiful, beautiful ascending triangle on the 50-minute. 21 above the 200. Options expiring today. They're going to go after the shorts. They're going to flatten the shorts. You're going to get flattened if you're not paying attention. Shout out to all my lifers. We've been making gains. We made gains yesterday. We made gains. We took massive gains yesterday as we pumped to the 4-hour time frame. Oh, man. And this trade just continues to rip. Look, I didn't have to use a lot. I used $1,500 to make $1,200 a day. You don't have to have tons of money. Everyone thinks you need to have 50, 60, 70 grand. All you need is the skills, baby. And if you don't have any money and you're still struggling and you want to get more, you have the skills to make this, but you would have liked to turn this into 12,000. You know, you can get a Bit-funded account, okay? Bit-funded is going to help you take it to the next level, all right? You grab that Bit-funded account, you go for to jump on in, right? You got to look at that nice pump off the 21 on the 5-minute time frame. A beautiful Bit-funded trade. Bitcoin absolutely ripping to 650 now. And this thing is gone, baby. I believe we can get to 80,000. You know, 77K looks like it's coming. But yeah, sign up to Bitfunded. You'll get a challenge. You'll pass your challenges. Once you pass the challenges, you'll be given the account, baby. All right? And then you can get your payouts and start getting paid. Shout out to Bitfunded. Thank you so much for the relationship. Okay? And I also going to do like little sections in the trading group if you are Bitfunded. And I'll look for perfect trades, and I'll hey, this is a good time. Like I'll give trades, and then I'll give trades that I think are even better for people that are trying to become that wanted to pass evals, and I'll help you pass evals in, you know what I mean, in the trading group. I'll do the best I can to give you the best trades. All right. So if you jump in, I'll also be kind of there for you to help you through that. 21 bounced off. When the 21's above the 200, you tend to get a pump, folks. Now this could be resistance here. We may come all the way back down to the bottom of the channel. Is this time to take some profits, or do we let it run? Well, I got a couple trades open, and I'm going to I got one open here on MEXC, all right? And again, the stop loss is always the 200 moving average, right? So this one's ripping, and I gave these trades to the trading group, okay? If you took these trades, you'd be in the money at 72,700 with the rippage here. Now we're up 400 here. We're up another 12 here, another 1,600. We made, you know, you were up us up $2,000 yesterday on the live, never mind how we ended up paying out. And then now, on top of it, gratitude to this beautiful day. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything in which you have given me. What a blessed day it is to be alive, man. What a blessed day it is to be alive. Wow. That hits hard right there. And then I just got like an immunity super shot. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. This one might explode on me, though, the way yeah, I think it is. I can tell this one's going to explode just by looking at it. It's fuzzing up too much. I got to let it sit, or that thing is going to explode. I got a glass here. That's not going to work. I don't have a... Dang, man. Dang. Nice pump here for Bitcoin. And again, is it sustainable? Is this a real breakout? Or are we hitting are we hitting a resistance? I mean, there's a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder right there. That tells you you're going to pump. And then if you break through this high right there at 72.7, we break through that, we can actually get a pretty big pump here to the upside. There was also a signal that I give my students here on the 5-minute time frame that said we were going to break to the upside. That's the 21 above the 200. I don't know what else I could tell you. I use the same two things every single day to make money. You guys see me post gains on the live stream. You see me lose, but I lose $100, $200. I'm pretty good about my losses. And then I let the big ones rip. Look at this thing absolutely ripping to the upside here. And this trade's at break even. I can't lose any money. You see what I'm saying? I can't lose money on this trade. It can only pay the trader. So I'm in, baby. And I believe I caught a low before previous resistance. We came for the retest for the bounce. I'm going to stay in this puppy and let this thing rock. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. Maybe I'll take one off the table to clear. Like if this hits 5. But man, we are ripping to the upside. And this looks like a big move is coming here for Bitcoin. And this is the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour looks beautiful. 21 above the 200. I'm just going to let this 4-hour rock. And I believe we can get somewhere into $75,000, $76,000 region before I have to take profits on this trade. Yeah, and this trade is I use 6,200 at 13x leverage. It's an $80,000 trade. It's It's a pretty penny. I go 3,300 for 10,000. So like, you know, I would have got hurt. You know, if this went the wrong way, I could lose 3 grand. A lot of people can't handle losing 3 grand. That's why I tell people, man, they think this leverage stuff is easy. They think, no. You have to demo trade. You have to get good at this over time. You have to do it over and over again until you're like me. I do it without even knowing. It's like riding a bike. And look at my risk. I manage risk very well. Always have a stop. Okay. And the second we get further somewhere up there, I will move this stop to break even. I really will. Okay. Nice. 72,800 for Bitcoin doing damage. And see the stop loss below the 200 moving average. Even below that wick there, you can even move the stop like right here now below the wickage. Okay. Which lowers the risk now. I can only lose 24, not 33. You see, and I keep doing that as I go up, taking advantage of what the market gives me. Let's take a look at our top-down analysis for Bitcoin. The daily looks absolutely amazing, continuing further to the upside. And I gave this trade in my trading group, and I gave this trade last night. I even said I like the 1 hour. I said I'm long. And I even last night, there was a shoulder, head and shoulder on the 15-minute time frame, and I denied it. I said I'm going to stay long, even though it looked like that was going to dump in my face. It was like 11, 12 at night. I said, no, I'm long. I'm staying long. And I held because the 200 moving average hadn't broken yet. And I made a really gutsy call. I could have woken up down thousands of dollars, but hey, I stuck to my script, man, and I kept it real. And it's not easy, man. Yeah. Happy Easter to the Orthodox Christians, Serbia. God bless you all. Yeah, shout out happy Easter to the Serbians. Oh man, I'm gonna text my sister's boyfriend, my sister's husband, and look so smart right now. You just made me look so smart. Look, happy Easter, my brother. Look at this, Scoot. Look, he's gonna be like, I did it, man. I freaking knew his Easter because he's from Serbia. He's from Montenegro. Dude, you just hooked me up and made me look like the best brother-in-law in the game because I never would remember Montenegro Easter. You're the best, bro. You just made me look like the best brother-in-law in the world. Thank you so much. Let's see his response when he's going to be like, how did you know it was Easter for me? Man. Hey, man, I woke up seeing that head and shoulder on the 15, and I was like, how did I not get taken out from that? I know. Because the lifer had us, man. Because I knew the sauce was real, baby. The sauce was real. So I show you my live trades. I show you what I'm doing. You do have to see some of them in the Discord because I can't go live 24/7, right? I give you as much as I can for free. I really do. So there you have it. He's watching the live, Sammy. How do you know? Maybe he is. Maybe he is. How was your birthday? My birthday was absolutely, unbelievably amazing. It was like one of the best birthdays I've ever had in my life, man. My wife was so nice to me. It was a huge day. I made massive gains for me and other people. Like a bunch of people were like, Sam, I made gains. This is Brian Johnson's serum. They're like, what is this guy putting all over his face? This is Brian Johnson's Blueprint Serum, dude. And it is making me feel and look younger than I've ever been, baby. And so there you go. You know, the blueprint, man. The serum, baby, the serum. It'll show up in a second. Come on. It's supposed to. Where my autofocus got turned off? What are you doing? Or it's like getting something that's in focus. What the? There it goes. The serum, baby, the serum. And look, I'm like an opaque alien that came back into existence. Oh my goodness, there he is. I forgot to put this on, and you know what? You guys got to do it with me. I know, I'm sorry. It's not right. It's not right, but I got to look fresh and young, man. I'll be 50 soon. I got to use the serums, all right? The blurry cream, yeah. You're funny, man. Shout out to BB. Yeah, BB took me to St. Regis Hotel and Resorts. I'm not a member. It's $125,000 initiation. Then it's $3,500 a quarter. And then you have to spend $8,500 a year there. No, hold up. $125,000 to just to join. Just to get in. Then it's $3,500 a quarter. So it's another 14 grand a year. And then you also have to spend $8,500 a year. Like you have to spend up $8,500. So it costs you $20,000, $22,000 a year after your initial $125. I guess to a multimillionaire and a billionaire, it's really not that much. But like, for me, I'd rather buy a boat for 240 grand and go out on it every day and go wherever I want than sit at the Regis all day. But it was nice. They had a lazy pool. There were some really good things for the kids. It was interesting. Wow, they sent it, baby. They sent it. They sent it. Up 1,400 on the trade, man, and this thing is absolutely ripping. And it looks like there's going to be a bigger payday, man, if I just can hang on here on this 4-hour time frame. So one trade, they're both ripping. Sam, Tao, bitter short crash because of the news. It's abusing since 3:30. I'm scalping my car. Yeah, I saw that Tao dump pretty hard. Yeah. Sir, your skin is already rating a lot, baby. Thank you. What was the name of the ice cream you said you liked? I don't know. I had lemon sorbet there, if that what it was. You went to Mar-a-Lago for dinner? No, I did not. You're funny, though. Join the Lifer Convoy across the globe, baby. Yeah. Oh, man, don't call other countries Serbia. What does that mean? Yeah. My buddy's from Serbia. He's from Montenegro. That's Serbia, right? He's Serbian. He's my brother-in-law, man. Wow, we are ripping to the upside here. About to go to $73,000. He said, thank you, brother. Hey. What's up with WFLI? I don't know. What signal do you want to take profit today? I like to, well, the 4 hour says it's going to a bigger resistance. Whenever you're this close to the 21, you will pump hard and then you'll gap away from the 21 somewhere there. I want to get to 76,000. Says that we can. All right. No reason why we can't continue to clip this. Now I'm up 91% of the trade. I mean, imagine making 92% today. Imagine making 92. If I had to 15 grand in there, I'd be up 15 grand, right? Sam, why don't you trade bigger? Because I'll be honest, people don't realize that this type of money adds up. You make 2-3 grand every single day when it's hot, sometimes 5, it will add up. This is just one trade, right? This doesn't mean it's going to be the end of the day. We'll see how this goes. And again, they could reverse it in 2 seconds and you could lose it all. That's why my stop loss is at break even. I can't lose any money in this trade. My liquidation price is all the way down at 68,988. Wow, they are sending this puppy to the upside, folks. And today is options expiring. And look at that, man. We have a big red right there that they want to plow into at 74,000. Still a bunch of longs that could get liquidated at 70,005. This is Bookmap, heat map order book. It's a heat map order book, just like if you had an infrared goggle and it's telling you where the people are, right? You got the glasses on and it's telling you where the people are. And I didn't send this, oh man, I didn't send the link to the chat, into the Discord. I was busy tweeting it. And then I see my team had tweeted it. We are live, folks. Jump on in. Don't miss out on the best live stream of the game. We give gains every single day. We don't piecemeal them. If they're there, we give them to you. I do it for free every single day, and if it works, it works. 73,000 for Bitcoin. Massive pumpage. Here we go. Shorts getting absolutely demolished. No reason to be short for any reason, in my humble of opinions. Why would you short a 21 above the 200? And you could have traded any asset. You could have traded. This is a good bit-funded trade there. So if you're a bit-funded trader, this would have been a beautiful trade for bit-funded to pass your eval, right? So stick with me. Watch me every day. Understand my strategies that play out so beautifully well on a daily basis. And go for it, baby. Go for it with me. You can, you will. You are the best. There's no reason to give up on yourself. There's no reason to talk negatively. You are your own best friend. You are your own worst enemy. Keep pushing. Keep making it happen. Keep believing in yourself. Only time will tell if you're going to make it, okay? But the discipline and the focus will just basically make you so consistent that in time you will have to win. I mean, the people that stay consistent, the people that don't give up. Like if you run a YouTube channel the way I've been running my YouTube channel without a day off for 5 years, you're gonna become the top tier. It's just simple, folks. You want the best. You want to drive the nicest. You want to live in the best places. You want to be in the top 1% of income earners. Then you got to be the top 1% of producers. What are you making? What are you producing? Are you working harder than 99% of people? If you could answer that question, stare yourself in the mirror and say yes, then there's no reason, all right, why you shouldn't be at the top. So just keep grinding. Your time is coming. I posted something in the group today. It said, it looks like it happens overnight, but it takes years, It takes years. Then it happens all at once, Like now I fly around the world. Now I meet people everywhere, but that wasn't my life. I'll be in Las Vegas in a couple weeks. I'll be in Miami. We're traveling, man, city to city around the U.S. Then I'm going to go to, spend the summer with my family up in the north to get away from the humid air. And then we come back for the most beautiful weather here in Florida. I got my family in the nicest climates in the world. I lived in a winter climate for so long. I'm all set. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm all set. All right. So do I take profits here, let the other one rip? Because I got the other trade that I can let go, and that's fine. And I can take profits here to solidify a gain. Sometimes I do that. It continues to pump. It looks like it may. I'm just so close to the 21, but you never know on a shady Friday what could happen, folks. And if you're up $1,400, I mean, that's $1,400. Like, that's a guaranteed win right there. Nice pump. And as a day trader, you just go for the day trades that make sense. It looks like the 1 minute will come back to the 21 there. The 5 minute may have to come back to the 21. So here's the deal. If you're looking for a trade now, you're looking for the 5 minute to stay inside some type of flag here. Catch up to that 21 and continue to pump. So here's the dilemma. Do you sell or do you wait? And that's the story. Right now, I'm like, you know what? It's a pretty big win. So look, I mean, there's nothing wrong with paying the trader right now and then getting back inside this trade. I do have such a good entry, though, that could pay off. See, this is the deal. I got such a good entry, it could pay off. And you play with this idea, and then you don't pay the trader. So that's why I like to have two trades open. This trade is up nice. I could take them both off and make $2,000 almost, right? And call it another day there. That's up 1,900. I see this continuing. I got my stop in. This looks like it's going to go sideways and continue to pump. I'm going to watch this 15 minute. If it looks like we're going to break this trend here, see this previous resistance, which is acting as support? Looks like we've been able to ride this. I'm going to keep it a break even and see how far we can take this puppy. Okay? I'm going to be a little greedy today. Greedier than normal. Something's telling me to let it run, but I'd hate to go right down here and only be up $600, $700. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't hate it. Life's too short to hate anything. I read that in a fortune cookie. But, you know, I did. You know, I also opened up a fortune cookie one day and it said, help, I'm inside of a factory putting messages inside of these cookies. They won't let me out. And I got really scared. I ate the cookie anyway. I mean, I didn't know what else to do. I think I lost that piece of paper. I hope that guy's okay. So anyway, hope you're doing well and having a good day today. You know, I'm going to make you laugh. I'm going to make you cry. I'm going to make you smile. I'm going to make you pee yourself with gains. That's right. You're going to get so happy with gains, you might have an accident. That's okay. We have Depends here on deck. Okay. And if you didn't hit the like button yet today, please hit the like button. I know you could hurt your finger on the way down. What do I mean by that? Well, when you press the like button, you can get injured, right? There's a chance that you slip. You might hit the wheel and then slip down on the wheel and you could sprain your finger. So we have splints on deck for people that may hurt themselves. Okay, so don't worry. I know you're afraid. I know I pulled my Achilles. You don't want to pull your finger's Achilles. I get it. You're a little nervous. The like button scares you a little bit. Hitting that like button just may not, you know? So we have splints and mini packs of ice if you do hurt your point dexter there, your point finger, okay? We'll help you out. All right, but hit the like button, you'll be okay. You're not, you know what I mean? It won't mess up your hair. All right? There's these old black dudes that used to sing on the train, and they used to get on the train, and they go, smile, it won't mess up your hair. You've seen them, you've seen them, right, Marcus? You've seen those dudes, right? Smile, it won't mess up your hair. I know you've seen them. But maybe you don't ride the trade as much as I did during the day, you know? Fall on the live and hit the like button. Come on, baby, let's go. I hurt my finger, help. Oh, no, we got someone injured. All right, we'll send the medic over. We'll send the medic over. She'll get you right. Yeah. Without NVIDIA, it's no AI images. Hit the like button, you'd be okay. Yeah. Crypto Sparky, I'll show you how to do it, actually. Yeah. I'll actually show you how to do it. You've never seen a showman like this. I was born by showman. My dad was a showman. Okay? So it's not your fault. You know what I mean? It's okay. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. Let's take a look at NVIDIA. Somebody said NVIDIA is moving, so is everything. We see gold pumping too. Gold doing damage to the upside. I love this, man. And this is the flag that we were looking for. And this has cup and handle vibes. Nobody believes me, but it's always the cup and handy. Look, there's your cup. There's your handle. Pull a Fibonacci from this low to that high. And look, did you come right to the 618 Fibonacci retracement? You did. So all you have to do is pull the wick to wick, Fibonacci retracement. You don't even know fibs. You could use support and resistance. Previous resistance was support. Or you could be like me and just buy off the 200 moving average. I have 5 different strategies to teach you. You could buy off the 200. You could buy the 618 Fibonacci retracement. You could buy this low, high volume node right here on the VRVP, or you could buy the previous support as resistance. All of them played out for you. All of them. And look, now we got shorts that have moved up, hoping they don't get liquidated. They put more money into their trades, putting up their stop losses, right? So now there's liquidations up at 74,007. And it looks like, there's more juice up there. And if anything happens, we could go further to the upside here for Bitcoin. Up 94%. Can we make 100% gains here today on the show? It looks like we just may, if we stay patient. And again, these trades are not easy. What I did just here to make $1,400 out of $1,500 is not easy. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of conviction, and you can't let, the emotions would have been high last night up and down. All right? And everything kind of goes perfectly. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. IBIT flag of the 4 hours says it's the move to 75.5. Yeah. Paper cuts ain't no joke. My man, God bless you, bro. Can you look at Solana and say, paper cuts hurt really bad, man. Yikes. Yeah. What exactly does Brody trade on, right? I don't know what that means. Oh, Brody? I trade on weeks. I trade on MEXC. MEXC is the least fees of any exchange in the game. Look, 1,500, the highest we've ever been in the trade on the live, right? And this adds up, man. You make 10 to 15 grand a week because you're making 2 to 3 grand a day trading. That is a lot of money, folks. That's 60 grand a month. That turns into 720 grand a year. That's the highest tax bracket in America. If you make over like $500,000 a year, you're in a higher tax bracket, right? So, and that could just be one. And then you can roll that into real estate. Now you can put a down payment. Now you get yourself some cash flow. I'll tell you how to do it if you want to know. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I'm saying you should be taking his financial advice, but I can teach you how I turned just $500. No one gave me any money. My dad never handed me a dime. I went to work. I started with a $175 a night job, which some people would say that's amazing, like in third world countries, right? In America, it was like, but I started at $175 a night, folks. And I turned it into millions of dollars. I really did. And I found hustles. I found discipline. I found ways to be relevant when people were falling off. And I can teach you how to do it if you show up every single day. This is about you and your journey. This is about helping you find your best self, or just contributing to your awesome positive day that you already have. You're already your best self. You're nailing it. So either you're on transition. Look at 77777. Every time I speak with high frequency, the 777s will show up on this stream, and they will bombard you. I control the numbers, baby. I'm an intuitive, all right? You'll still never do the alive every time. Yeah, you know why? That's really hard to do. Yeah. I could do it, though. Yeah. And honestly, who cares? You know what I mean? I'm going to start paying attention to stuff that doesn't matter to me, man. Yeah. Like, who are you? I love that, when Andrew Tate goes to that, like the BBC reporter, he's like, sir, is it true that he's like, what's your name? He's like, what's your name? Who are you? He's like, oh yeah, that's right. You're a nobody. I love that thing. That's just, it's the funniest clip in the game. He's like, who are you again? What's your name? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a nobody, bro. Like, yeah. Are you Satoshi Nakamoto? I may be. I just may be. You still, yeah. It does, man. It does. Listen, Dan Payne, you told you. It's being hard, but I'm getting there. Yep. There's Satoshi right there, man. Good morning to each and every one of you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hanging out with the lifer, hanging out with your crew, with your tribe. Find a tribe and get aligned, folks. Subscribe and find your tribe. All right. The Bears got absolutely wrecked yet again. They wished for more, but they didn't get it. And yeah, I just, why are you shorting inverted head and shoulders? Why are you shorting 618 retracements? Why are you shorting supportive resistance bounces? You obviously don't understand technical analysis, so I'm here to teach you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to show you the way. Okay. I can tell a lot of people don't know how to trade because when I make money, the masses get liquidated. So that means most people are on the wrong side of the trade. You have to understand this. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the trade. You want to be on the right side of the trade. That's how it works. All right. Look, we're up $2,000 yet again. Again. Okay. Bears are an oh my God. I've got gainitis today. How many people got gainitis yet again? Yeah. Funny, you know who asked about you the other day? Nobody. I love that, right? Bears are annoying, yeah. I'm a numbers guy. You have to understand, man, my world is run by God. I listen to God, whatever, you know what I mean? I have a deep relationship, and I just don't really care what people think about me, man. I care what I think about myself, my kids think about me, and the people that respect and love me, but I don't care what other people say, man. You know what I'm saying? They get a chance to talk about me because I'm live. If I wasn't live, they wouldn't even know who I was. You see what I'm saying? Because of years of accomplishment, someone gets to hate on me today, isn't it? It's amazing. It's actually a blessing. So no one would hate on me today if I never got to 100,000 subs. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to all my haters, all the weirdos. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Every single comment raises the roof. Every single comment brings me to the tides. So I love my haters as much as my lovers, man. They're the best, man. They're the best. They represent years of hard work because you can't get a hater when you haven't accomplished anything. You see what I'm saying? Facts, man. Blessings on blessings to everyone out there. Lost oil, made it all more back in the day. Thank you, Sammy. God bless you, brother. How is your gainitis? Does anyone have to rub in the cream? We have gainitis cream. We do sell it. We do. I'm just joking around, but we might one day. We're going to sell some fromage cheese. No, Damage cheese. I'm going to make doing damage cheese. It's going to be called Damage cheese. All right? I'm going to make my own brand of cheese called Damage cheese. I really am, man. Damage. And it's doing damage. You know what I'm saying? Doing damage, baby. That's what we used to do on the show every single time. Man, we've made so many live trades here. Look at that Master of Testicles. Have you ever thought about trading some stock options? Yes, I have. I just keep forgetting about it because it's not in my prerequisite. Yeah. Helped your skid in your trading. The gain eye is very good. God bless you. Thank you for all the knowledge you provide us every day. God bless you, man. Shout out to my brother in God, man. Thank you. I keep a bathtub full of gainitis cream. I mean, you have to. You have to. You don't have a choice. You just don't have a choice. I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Sarasota goat cheese, man. I love you, bro. What are your indicators on TradingView? That's a great question. I love that. That means you're a beginner or you're coming to the show, haven't been here in a while. Look at that. That was an inverted head and shoulder to the upside. That's a good place to take some profit. Very far from the 21. You know, you hit the inverted head and shoulder. Look, folks, I do the same thing every time. You know me. I love my inverted head and shoulders. They happen all the time. Bitcoin really follows TA very well. That's why when it does it, I don't get it because, like, it's supposed to do the do. But, like, that's supposed to break up the length of this pole. That's your measured move, man. That's it. It's a beautiful trade. Now, if the 5-minute can stay inside a flag, we could get a continuation here. Still in between. 96.7. This is my big boy trade that I'll make even more on. Sounded like I said moron, but I didn't. I said moron, right? So many funny things going on today. I did not call anybody a moron. I just wanted to put more on the trade. Can we get somebody in here? So, no, just seriously. Say, you should make your own serum and call it Gainitis Blueprint. I will, man. I use Gainitis shampoo. Sammy serum for the Gainitis. Who you calling a moron? Hey, back away. I said nothing to nobody over here. Yeah. Let's take a look at the 1 minute, the 1 hour. How far? The 1 hour is a little far for the 21-2 as well. Four hours says that we could just continue to mop up the floor, though. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I didn't hold real estate, friends, and I didn't make passive income on cash flow real estate, I might go harder on leverage trades. But I have a nice cash flow coming in on real estate that I built over time. I've got beautiful, things that I've set up on my channel. And I've got my trades, so I'm building multiple streams of income, you see? Multiple streams of income. And when you have multiple streams of income, you won't trade leverage so hard, man. I don't think so, because why go so hard? Like, I want to be positive every day. A net positive on the company P&L, right? That's important for me. And as long as I stay in proper risk, this just becomes another stream of income. Shout out to Far Rockaway, man. I know all about Far Rockaway. Took the train there a few times. Been out there with Biggs and Chrisette Michelle. He had a studio out there. If you know Biggs, you know Biggs and Far, because Far Rockaway's small. You know Biggs? You remember Biggs? Everyone knows Biggs and Far Rockaway, man. What's your experience renting or Airbnb? I own a house and I'm not sure if I want to move, if I should sell. My thing is this, and this was me, I was very adamant about this. You buy a rental first before you buy any property. You do whatever you want. But the first time you get any money, the first time I had $500,000 cash, I did not buy a home. I put it down on a rental property. I did. I really did. That netted me about $4,000 a month, right? So I put $500,000 down. It was like $475, some fees and this and that. And it nets me to this day about $3,900 a month. So, and again, there's a lot of fees and, there's depreciation. There's way, you cost segregation analysis. You should know about this stuff, okay? All right. So when I need to live somewhere, my wife goes to college down the street. When I need to live somewhere and my wife goes, you're funny. So what I do is I keep renting, and then I purchase a rental property for cash flow. Once I get back to $500,000 again, then I go and, or maybe, then I go and buy a home, if you need it. I would just keep renting and buying rental properties. Next thing you know, your income from the rental properties is so high, you know what I mean? You're not stressed. You could rent for the rest of your life then. It depends on what you want to do with your life. It depends on where you want to be. But I truly believe you should rent where you live, and you should live where you rent, and you should buy what you rent. Yeah, so you should live where you rent, and you should buy what you rent. You see what I'm saying? So, wow, what just happened, lifer? Just a little pullback here for Bitcoin. This option's expiring today. It can get a little crazy. You want to look at your 5-minute, make sure it stays above the 200 moving average and the 21 here. Not a big deal. Just a quick little dump there. Just a quick little dump. Look, it changed me $200. I was up at 15. You just got to stay calm. You're just looking for the 5-minute to stay inside a flag and continue to pump. This is it. I mean, I could take profits here. And then if this thing either dumps on me, I'm solidified, or if it goes sideways, we can get back in. Remember, paying the trader. Very important. So now you stay calm and you watch the 5-minute time frame. Why? Because it's above the 200. You want to see it consolidate with the 21 coming to play. If that happens, we're going to 74,000. Okay. Good afternoon from Sam from the beautiful countryside where I'm spending time with my grandfather. God bless you, man. My first grandfather died when I was 8. My second grandfather died when I was 15. So I lost both my grandfathers pretty early. And my grandmother on my mother's side died before I was born. I never met her. And my grandmother on my mother's side died when I was like about 5 months before my grandfather. They died very close. Could be a dump back to the 21. What I'm going to do is pay the trader right now. I'm going to teach you how to pay a trader. Okay. And you can go here and hit last and then hit close. Don't hit flash close. Don't flash close. Go here and hit last and close. That's a nice, the least expensive way I know to close the trade. So look, I just locked in $1,300. What if it goes up, lifer? What if it keeps going? What if you could have made 10 grand? Who cares? Who cares? That's why I keep 2 trades open. So one I could pay and one I could leave going. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm up for the day. There's nothing I have to stress. And I can continue to clear my mind and can continue to go. Taking gains clears the mind. Taking a trade off the table, I've been in that trade for, all night long too. So I suffered through the night, woke up in the morning looking at it like I could have woken up down, had to show you guys a loss. You see? It does look bullish to me. That's why I didn't close both trades. And now what you could do is now I'm forced to enter the trade again, which you got lucky for. Because if not, then I wouldn't be able to show you a good entry, right? So when the 21 comes into price action, we're going to attempt to take this trade again. We're going to set it up before it even happens. And then we can risk like a half of what we made for more. So, and that's the beauty of taking profits now. You already locked in something. Now you can risk more. What if this thing dumps? Options expiry, oil, something happens to the Strait of Hormuz. Bitcoin just takes a ripping down. We're going to be okay. We took profits. You see what I'm saying? So that's the key, man. Dumb flash costs more. I don't know. Flash costs way more. Don't never flash close. Yeah. I did last. I didn't do flash. Exactly. Pay attention. Pay the trader. I'm telling you, man. When I day trade leverage, I don't try to every once in a while. I have the monthly right now open on another exchange, and I have a monthly trade open. I'll show it to you. It's been open for a month. I've never traded the monthly and been disciplined. I want to feel the discipline of how long it takes to trade the monthly. I've been in this monthly trade for a month now. You see? We got it right there. We're going to go out. We're going to take profits at 117. All right? I'm locked in right now. I might be the only guy with this trade open right now because I see a possible bottom here. If I lose, I didn't risk too much, so I'm going to be in good shape. The trade is in the green. I opened the trade a long time ago. I opened the trade on 310, man. I opened this trade exactly a month ago. On 310, I opened this trade. It's crazy. I opened this trade on 310. On March 10th, I opened this trade. It's been exactly a month I've been in this trade. Monthly trades take a long time for you to get paid. Well, you can get paid a massive amount if you stay on it, right? So look, this looks like it could bounce. You look at your 1 minute too, make sure it's doing its thing. I'm bullish on the 4 hour. The 4 hour looks so good to me. And that's why I think there's no reason to get out of this trade. I want to see this thing just absolutely rip to 78,000. And I can get my payday, baby. I get my payday. So that's what I'm doing. And again, some people laugh at my position sizes. Some people say I don't even have anything close to that. That's why there's so many eclectic people watching my stream from all different walks of life that if I got in my head about one thing, I wouldn't be able to teach everybody, right? So the key is to be universal, to be open-minded, to spread love. And if you don't believe in God, God's not your thing. That's okay. I'm not, it's not a cult to me. You don't have to. You know what I mean? I know people that believe in Jesus, and if you say one thing, they go, oh, you know what I mean? And again, I'm not knocking it, but I just want to let you know, I don't criticize you if you don't believe in what I believe. I love you because I was a lost guy for a long time trying to find my way. And you know what? If you're not lost, you can't be found. I expect people not to believe in God because that's the beginning of believing in God. That really is. When you say, I don't believe in God, that's the beginning of believing in God. When you say nothing, or you're doing a lot of evil stuff and you're around evil people, then that's when you're probably going to, you can't even say you don't believe in God because the devil's got you so bad, you can't even mention the word God. You see? So when you start saying, I don't believe in God, that's the beginning of believing in God. I know you don't believe me, but I went through the transition. I was someone that thought it was all a bunch of hoopla. I grew up Catholic, but I went through a lot of ups and downs. And, anyway, I'm not going to make this stream a religious stream. I just want to tell you that once I found God in my heart and why does believing in God help me? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about running a company. Before I didn't believe in God, I questioned, maybe I got an employee or two, and I questioned their motives, who they are, what they could do to me. And maybe I didn't think right, and I couldn't move clearly. I believe in God. I said, God only puts people in my company that He's already that He already preordained to be good for me. So no one's going to be in my company that's not good for me. You see what I'm saying? Nobody. And so I believe that. So if you're in my company, I believe you are put there because of God. Like, you're an amazing person that's going to do amazing things for me, and I trust and believe in you. So like, my faith in God helps me also trust other human beings in a way. And not just, I don't even have to trust a human being. I trust the situation the human is in. Like, I trust that person is there for a beautiful reason, because God is good all the time, and God does everything great for me, and everything always works out for me, and everything always works out for you. If you say that all the time, you will will it to be true. Don't you understand? I got an Achilles heel. It worked out great for me. I got a ruptured Achilles. It worked out great for me. I learned patience. I read the Bible. I understood. I was more compassionate to others. I got a rehab and fight through. And it really, it made me more compassionate to people that don't have what I had. And as my life is progressing in such a way, I think it was what a blessing for me. So my Achilles tendon was a blessing. I'm excited. I'm happy for that. I turn everything, and some people would say this is the worst thing that ever happened to me, and all they could find is negative reasons. I can find a beautiful, positive thing out of my mom dying on Thanksgiving, out of my Achilles tendon. I can turn anything into a good thing, man, and you can too. You can too. I couldn't catch COVID, but I caught gainitis, 26% up. Thank you, Sammy. God bless you, brother. I like the comedians in the chat today. Hey, you guys are funny, man. We got a lot of buddies out here. I put down verses from Eternal World of God because only that what God said matters. My words or opinions do not. Amen, brother. Shout out to Jim and Miffy P. Jimmy P, just like my dad, bro. My dad was a Jimmy P, Jimmy Price. Hard times brighten the hard times ahead. Amen. Official bull mind. One of the hardest things to do is to be grateful when something bad happens to you. I've turned it. I'm good at it now. I am so good at turning anything negative into a positive, man. Sam, do you list your properties with a real estate agency or do you manage them yourself? A friend of mine from Brazil moved to Winter Garden, and my friend has been buying land without the proper. I list it with an agency. Another good friend of mine is a real estate agent, and he manages the property for me for 10%. So he gets 56, or no, he takes 4%, which is great. He takes 54, I get 46. I never have to go there. He does the hot water heaters. He manages the rents. If we lose a tenant, he puts another tenant in. He does it all. I do nothing. And for a beautiful 4%, right? So yeah, a lot of my properties, I'll go 50-50 with a property manager, and I'll cough up 4%. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's super fair. And as long as they you know what I mean? So that's what I do, man. I go half in on properties. Like if there's $1 million property, we both put a $500,000 in. You know, we split the rents, and then I give you 4% if you want to do the man. I don't want to sit there. I don't want to clean toilet. I don't want to change toilets. I don't have the time. I got to run this business. And so I got real estate guys that I know, that I work with, that do that kind of stuff for me. And I keep it grinding here on the show. All right. And I'm going to continue to build a real estate portfolio over time, man. I'm excited about it. I love it. That's what I want to start including maybe on my other channel. Because you guys are crypto traders, trader. You don't want to hear that. But on my other channel, I can talk about real estate. I can talk about everything. Greetings and gratitude, Sam, from all the welders and tradesmen. Much love. Knowledge of the charts, man. Love the channel. Thank you so much. And shout out to my tradesmen and everyone out there. My dad was an iron worker. Shout out to the welders. Shout out to the carpenters. Shout out to the grinders, pipe fitters. I'll clean the toilets, my man. Hey, man, ready to go. Every time I post, I have a sense of feeling bad because I have no business using a name, even similar to your dad's. Oh, come on. Yes, you do. Don't say anything like that, Jimmy. You were born Jimmy? No. Put no guilt on your name, man. God bless you for being here. My dad would love you that you had his name, and my dad would love that you were standing up for his son today. So you earned it, brother. You come here and say Jimmy P all day, brother. I love you. Shout out to Badman Badri. We need to learn the other stuff from you, like the idea of the second channel. I want to learn as much as I can. Have you met Vanilla Ice in Florida yet? Seems like you would be good friends if we met. We probably would. I'm inside all the time, and I don't go out much. I'm a hermit. I'm behind the scenes a lot. You know, all my connections are through online. I don't have to make any connections in real life, which is sad. That's not true, though. I go, Dubai, Singapore. When I travel, we make big connections. But on the day-to-day, I keep myself in my zip code, in my local area. I stay on the low, man. I stay on the extreme low. I don't need people knowing me. I don't need a lot of people knowing me. Enough people know who I am as it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's a liability. The more people that know me locally, the worse it can be a liability for me. That shot was nice. Ended with the song, man. Ended with the song. Okay, so we're sitting to see if this can play out. This is a model of mine. If the 5-minute can kind of go sideways here, the 21 can pull up. So I'm just waiting patiently on a perfect entry. That's all, with no drawdown if possible. I have over 4,000 subs watching me unblock toilets. Are you serious? Let me go check out your channel. This is crazy. I want to come on your channel and let's do toilet work together. Look at this guy, Drain Cleaning Australia. He beat me out the water. I made 4,200 videos. I teach people how to make money. He teaches people how to clean toilets, and he only put out 248 videos, and he has way more subscribers than me. He gets pretty good views too. An hour ago, 7 days, 110. Wow, dude, you rock, bro. You're like a big YouTuber, dude. Like, you're huge, man. You're bigger than me. Wow. And look, I go live every single day without a day off. Wow, this is crazy. Last plumber couldn't handle the drain, so they called me. What a mess. That's disgusting. Oh my God. Dude, you're the man, dude. Everyone, please subscribe to Drain Cleaning Australia. He's been on my show every day for at least a year, man, from Southern Australia. Dude, you're the big deal. I had no idea. I thought you were just running a drain cleaning thing. I didn't know you were the boss on YouTube when it comes to drain cleaning. Dude, you're amazing, bro. You know how many people need you, bro? When we mess up, we don't know what we're doing, man, and we freak out. You know, the other day, my daughter flushed a ball down the toilet, like a toy ball. We had to get the plumber had to come and fish that ball out of that thing. It was going to cause a massive problem. No, many day trade crypto, but everyone takes, yeah, exactly. Not everybody trades. It's a niche thing, but everybody, yeah, you're right. So he's made me think, man, I should start a plumbing business. Everyone goes to the bathroom, right? Yeah. Makes sense. It's like, a funeral home. Like, I did think about entering the funeral home business. I know it's morbid, but it's, you know, it's a guarantee. Like, maybe later, man. I don't know if I could handle it. Pretty ghostly too, you know what I mean? Anyway, so we gave her our top-down analysis for you. Did we finish? Yeah, we finished off. We finished off here with this messiness. Well, yeah, and so we took it all the way back from the daily to the 4-hour, and you guys know the sauce. I showed you this inverted head and shoulder that broke out. I took some profits. I'm showing you how we can get back in. I stayed in another trade. The TA is telling me that the 4-hour is going to continue to push today, and it looks like we may have a Friday pump all the way to 75,000, at least to 74.8 or something like that. I'll show you Bookmap if you're new. Bookmap, and I get a commission if you sign up to Bookmap. I greatly appreciate it. The colors are beautiful, right? When this is dark red, the darkest red is where we usually go. So it's telling me that 74.3, 74.5 is very likely. You do whatever you want. But this is about 90% accurate. When this is dark red, 90% of the time you're going up to the darkest red area. And you watch this on my show. You don't even have to take my word for it. If you've watched me use this indicator on my show, you know exactly how. Let's ask you guys, how accurate is Bookmap? Like an OG lifer that's been watching me for a long time, how accurate is Bookmap? Now, it doesn't give you entries and exits. Like, you can get stopped out. Like, you got to figure, the TA is how we perfect. But, man, how accurate is this, man? I'm going to ask the group, 90%, 60%, 50%, 80%. What do you guys think? He goes 80-20 right here, the first guy, you know? This guy goes target 80, 90. I hear if you buy property and make it a grave. Yes, I heard this true. I heard this true. You bury one person on the property, you can't get taxed on it. This is a true story, man. I should have buried my mother on our property in the vineyard. Yeah, she could have saved us a bunch of money. I mean, I'm just saying, like, my mom would have laughed for that, okay? You don't know her sense of humor, so don't get on me on that. 87, 67, 60, 80, but most of you believe it's highly accurate. But you got to be patient. Yes, it could happen in 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week, 5 days. It could happen tonight. When the market's hot, it happens immediately. 72.9, baby. We're getting back on the pump. And now you can see this is starting to kind of come alive here, this trade. So what do? Well, you set the trade up. You go to 74,451. And that's the exact area that we're looking at here on Bookmap. So look, it's crazy because the measured move lines up with the red. See? It's just kind of weird. But look at that. I mean, they're mapped exactly. And that's why I trade liquidity. So you see candlesticks. Let me show you why I use Bookmap. And their website really does it well. Don't go to their website, go to my link. But I got to show you this. Because this really puts it into perspective when you see what's going on. And you can understand why I have an edge in the market that most people don't have. They also came to me, said I was one of the most accurate traders they've ever seen and wanted to show me the way. Which was, absolutely beautiful, right? So look. A trading platform that displays market liquidity. Check what candlesticks are hiding. You see candlesticks. I see liquidity. You see? I can see stop losses API'd to me. I know when the liquidations are coming. I have an edge on you because you don't understand how to use Bookmap. Understand? I have an edge. Like, this is an edge. And once you use it every day, you're going to get better at it. How about a gas station, Sam? That's a spat out me where hundreds of trucks pass and they have to travel 1 mile to get to the gas 50 feet from a rail yard where they load. Hey, dude, I think gas is great too. If I can get the right gas station, I'm down. Yeah, I want another revenue stream. Ice cream store, gas station. Let's go, baby. I'm feeling hungry for some type of brick and mortar business. I figured out the internet and we're expanding. I would love to get some, you know. Bitcoin spoofing is tough to accurately figure, though. Yeah, but I've seen it like only once out of 50, 60 times. It's very rare that it's spoofing. If you use it all the time, it doesn't spoof. So you would know that it's not accurate. Crypto life of burgers, man. Life of burgers. Turn plastic waste into gas. Support Julian Brown on Nature Jab. That's pretty cool. Hey, Sam, been studying Philippines of the Bible. The Philippians, yeah. Crazy how Paul still rejoiced to the Lord when he was in prison and had nothing. Dude, how about Daniel getting thrown to the lions? He gets thrown to the lions for no reason but to pray to his God. And he says, I refuse to stop praying to my God. So they put him in the lions. And then they go check him the next morning and the lions never ate him. They did nothing to him. And they don't understand the lions eat everybody. They can't understand how Daniel is still alive. Because God commanded the lions not to eat him. It's just insane, right? And most people would say that didn't happen. It's unrealistic. But those people wouldn't believe how I got from the lowest tax bracket to the highest. You see what I'm saying? I did something that a very small percentage of people will ever do in their lives. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling you the facts. Okay? Most people won't do it. But you will. Why? Because you're a lifer. Because you're hearing what Jim Rohn told me. And I was given the sauce and I'm passing it to you. You're in the right place at the right time. Your frequency is being aligned. That means you can win. You're at the right channel with the right person, listening to the right information, channeling your vibration at the right frequency. This is the key. It's very important. I believe we've bottomed. I said there's a 90% chance that Bitcoin is bottomed. And I said because the fear and greed hit 5, I've never seen it hit 5 and not be a bottom for 84,000, went up to 126. Fine, you could say it wasn't the bottom, but it was a bottom. So I believe we have a bottom here on our hands. Well, the monthly's about to do, we got hidden bullish divergence on the monthly, which I showed on Twitter today, on X, sorry. This should resonate with a lot of people right here, right? That's hidden bullish divergence on the monthly. You can see it. I don't know what to tell you, but it looks pretty good to me over here. Hey. Staying focused and consistent every single day. That's where all success comes from. It's not an accident. I am not lucky. I am not lucky, pump it. I am not lucky, okay? I show up every single day and make it happen. That's what you got to do if you want to win. That's what you got to do if you want to win. Look at this thing. It's getting ready, bro. I should have bought the bounce right there, but I did not. And let's kind of figure out the risk here at 72,404. So we made 13, so I always like to risk half. That way I'm still going home with 700. Bang, so we go 791 for 239. We hit that one, now it's a $3,600 day. I'm telling you, I used to go to work and make $1,800, okay? $1,800, and I used to go there 5 days a week. I had to get my, put my bike on my back, bring my bike up and down stairs, take the train. I was so smart, everyone. I found the cheapest way to get to work. I found out if I get on the, and don't tell people, this is what I did. This is a true story. So Long Island Railroad has a train coming from Selden, a train coming from all the way to the tip of Long Island, like, from, Montauk and all that. A bunch of trains come. And they all end up going through this one track, and this one track hits Woodside, Queens. And then it's one stop, a 10-minute ride to Penn Station. It's very fast. It's an express ride to Penn Station. It's the fastest way you can get from like Queens to Penn Station. So instead, in the regular train took 45 minutes. This took 10. So I said, why would I take the regular train into the city to Penn Station when I can take the Long Island Railroad, right? Now I noticed is these guys were on the beginning of the seats, and they'd go, at every stop, they'd walk through and say, tickets. And they'd have like 2 or 3 guys. You have to walk through the whole train. Now there's 10 minutes left in the ride. The guy gets back to his little spot, like this little door he goes into, and he starts packing his bag. He starts getting everything ready. He might read his book for 10 minutes. And then only 3 people get on at Woodside. So what I learned is the conductors don't care about the people that got on at Woodside. Only the sticklers, like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20. The rest of the guys, man. So I'd get on the train real quick. I'd walk up real fast, and I'd slide into my seat. And I'd just stand there. And sometimes a guy would go by, tickets, and I just wouldn't say anything. Call it wrong, call it whatever. They were multi-billion-dollar companies. Many times they didn't even check my ticket. Now, I always bought a ticket. The coolest thing is you could buy a ticket that lasted 6 months. So I would buy 6 tickets. They could get snap. It was a 6 ticket or 10 ticket, I'd pay the 10 ticket thing. It was like, because it was like $6 one way. Sometimes it was $10. It was expensive. The regular train 3. If I got caught every time, it was actually going to be too expensive. But I never did. And I did this for 5 years, folks. 5 years, man. And I took the train home. Sometimes they got me on the way home. A lot of times they didn't either. By the time they came to me, I jumped off the train. A lot of times I would see them coming. And then the train's door would open and I would just jump off the train, and like, they can't chase me. You know what I mean? It's like, and they didn't know, you know what I mean? But dude, I rode the Long Island Railroad for free for 4.5 years. I barely paid, man. And I went to work with so I had 0 commute, man. And I rode my bike from my house to the train and from my train to my job. And I worked a night shift. Now, you don't understand, man. My dad had me so, My dad used to say, I'm not a miser, I'm an economizer, man. I pulled off one of the cheapest commutes in all of New York City and nobody knew about it. I told not a soul. I told a couple of my friends and family, but I told nobody, man. And man, I did that for years. I did it for years. I really did, man. I perfected it. Then I became friends with one of the conductors. On my night home, one of the conductors is sitting with this lady. I hear him say aliens. And I hear them a couple times. And then I say, hey, man, I'm into that. And he goes, come here. He starts opening the conductor booth and bringing me and these two other people in. And we're sitting there privately talking about conspiracies and aliens, and I never had to pay. So like this guy, he was 6'7", named Joe, tall dude. And Joe was like, one day he's like, dude, you're into this? And I was like, yeah, man. Like, and so we would talk conspiracy and I would get a free ride home too. He would be on the 145 train to Farmingdale or something like that. And I knew his train. I would actually see him. He'd wave at me on my way on the train and I'd be like, I'd sit down. The train would start to move. He'd look around and then he'd be like, yo, come on. And he'd open up the little conductor box and I'd go in. This is a true story, man. This is crazy. This is stuff. I did so many cool things in my life that you wouldn't believe, man. My dad had this knack. He taught me this stuff. My dad was so good at like figuring this stuff out, man. Exactly. Yeah. I do the same thing in Pionex in Mont Blanc Valley. See? I bet there's a bunch of these around the world. These little pockets you could jump on into. This looks like it's going to moon, baby. I'm not going to chase this because I got the bigger trade open. That's why you got to have another trade cooking. This thing's going to make me a racks, baby. Racks on racks on the 4-hour time frame. Let's go. That's a breakout. That candle closes, it's going to close breakout. And it's not too far from the 21. You don't have to take profits there. You take profits when you're very far from the 21. That's close to the 21. Here we go. We're about to breach the high. I was higher in this trade already because I got into this trade around here. See? Right up. Oh, no. Yeah. I got in here. We spiked up. We came back down. Now we're back where we were again. 73.33. I like this. Shout out to everyone jumping on into the channel. Someone asked me what indicators that I use. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. And let's just see if the bot called a beautiful long right there, which you still be in the money on. The bot called a long right there, which kind of tripped around, but was still money. And the bot called the absolutely perfect long. I told you to get in right there. Look at that. You're in the money, dude. Like, and again, I'm perfecting this. It's going to take me a while. But man, this is like, I wrote, I had me and AI work together. And I basically figured out a great way to trade, man. Now I could do it. It's all in my mind, but I'd like to leave it to you guys when I go one day. And so that's my plan, is to pass on my knowledge through a beautiful indicator one day when I decide the time is right. I don't know when I'm going to put it out. I don't know. Don't ask, don't demand, don't bring it up. When I'm good and ready, you will get it. I shouldn't even flash it because I get you too excited, but I know. You're like, dang, man, I want that lifer bot, man. What we'll do is if you were in the Discord, we'll probably give you a discount or like we'll find a way to lock it in there. Incentive to stay in the Discord because you're going to get more out of it. Incentive to learn more, right? I feel horrible for the people that left the Discord. Their money got tight. Their life got tight. They lost tons of money because we're going to expand pretty big and we're going to do some really huge things. And I definitely want to reward the people that have been loyal to me too throughout the years. So stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. We're just getting started out here. So I gave this trade to the group this morning. If you paid the $3 a day, it's less than $3 a day if you join. Waiting for a bigger pump now. Patience pays, 9:33 in the morning. I'm showing you the trade at 72,100. We're at 73K already. I was talking about the Irish today. A lot of people don't know Irish anti-sentiment. Hypernophobia is a bigotry against Irish people or individuals. It can include hatred, oppression, persecution, such as discrimination. Generally, it can be bigotry against people from the island of Ireland, Republic of Ireland. Anti-Irish sentiment had occurred from the early modern period up to the current day. The British colonization of Ireland heavily contributed to the public perspective of the Irish. Also, instances recording during Irish immigration to Great Britain, North America, and Australia are notable. Anti-Irish sentiment can include internal conflict dealing with social, racial, and cultural discrimination. There was signs in New York that said Irish need not apply, folks. All right? Depicting a drunken Irishman sitting on a barrel of gunpowder while lighting a powder keg and swinging a bottle in the air. They basically labeled us as crazies and told everyone not to hire us, man. I'm Irish, bro. We fought through Irish sentiment, okay? So we know what it's like to be, I'm not going to say the other word, but we know what it's like. My ancestors went through it, and we fought through it, and we don't complain. We didn't write a whole story. We don't moan about it, right? We just fought right through it, man. And we gained power anyway. We continued to push. We just worked harder than everybody else, and we kept our mouth shut. You know what I mean? That's it. That's what my dad used to tell me. Just keep your mouth shut and keep grinding, man. Say nothing till you hear more, is the old Irish saying. Shout out to all my Irish brothers. And shout out to everyone around the world, whether you're Irish, Scottish, English, Malaysian. I don't care what you are. God bless you. Thank you so much for coming on in. All right. Okay. We're continuing to pump here for Bitcoin. And again, I don't chase. I look for this to create a flag. We may create a flag here, nice and neat. We may just continue to rip, and then I'll have to get into a later flag, which could happen. That's why I don't just take the trade just because it's there. I take the trade when it's absolutely highly probable. I want the most highly probable intersection of price action and time. All right. Yeah, my fiance is full Irish and I am partly, but man, I don't know how anyone could ever reject those blue eyes and fiery red hair. You're funny, man. The police used to pick up the Irish so much that the original name is called the Paddy Wagon. Yes, it is the Paddy Wagon. Oh, yes, we know. We know all about the Paddy Wagon in Boston. We got off the boat and went straight to the front lines of the Civil War. Yes, we did. May the road rise up to meet you. Any short-term, short opportunities? I don't see one, no. All love from Turkey Lifer. We have a really good history together. Ottoman Empire helped out the Irish during those times. Thank you. Dallas, you say you started with $2 and now you're up 38. That's awesome. That's actually a great way to train. It's amazing, actually. He goes, Cerebro and Useless have had a good run. You know, I'm warming up to altcoins. I'm warming up to them. I'm warming up to them a little bit. I really am. Let's take a look at Cerebro. Did they ever add it to Mexi? They did. I mean, probably traded on a deck screener. Oh, yeah, it did have a nice little run up. The guy that made it was a nerd, right? Like, you know, really into his stuff. I don't want to say nerd, but like, you know, he was on point. I watched a documentary, or not but a good interview. I knew a lot about him, the guy who created Cerebro, right? But look at it. If you look at it, it's like, come on. You think it's going to come back to its all-time glory days? I don't know. I don't think any of these coins will, but I could be wrong. But I really don't think any of these coins will. Right? He goes, Dual will be the one. For me, I'd have to see it. Does it break above the 1 hour? It is. So you could say, okay, I mean, maybe it's coming back strong. If Bitcoin bounces for the lows, all this stuff is going to get somewhat of a move. So if you really want to trade Cerebro, you wait for it to get sideways here. And somewhere around there, when the 21 is even closer, you go for the measured move. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. That's just the way I trade. And I see it that way all the time. If I was thinking, I don't think I'll trade this, but I was thinking if I put an alert here, which is the vertical line, I'd right-click the alert, and I hit create. Thank you, John Crypto. Welcome. Exclusive lifer member. Appreciate that. So look, what indicators do I use? Somebody asked. Let's break it down for you. Let's have some fun. So the first thing that I add is lifer MAs. So you're going to go up here and type in lifer. And you're going to type in lifer 5 MA right up there at the top, right? Once that comes up, you're going to have the 5 moving averages. All right? What I do want you to do, though, is you're going to have to remove the plot. Otherwise, yours won't look like mine. So I'm going to add it real quick and then remove the plot. I'll show you how to remove the plot real fast. So look, we got lifer 5 MA here. Right? And it's the 5 moving averages. You see? But see how they're like purple or something? So you go here and you just remove plot. That's there if you want to plot something kind of, you know, it's like it was an added reference. I could get it removed, but. So there you go. And then you have the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200-day moving average. Okay? And there'll be, this is the 1 hour, you know, on whatever time frame, there'll be whatever. But this is the daily. I use it on the daily time frame. The daily looks good. I mean, look at Cerebro. It did an inverted head. It just, everything followed Bitcoin. It's pretty simple. 73K for Bitcoin showing, you know, this is what you want to see. When you're that far for the 21 and you continue to rip, it's an unsustainable pump that's going to crash hard. You want to see price action come back down and hug and sit with the 21-day moving average. That's going to teach you and tell you that we're in a good spot for a possible continuation. All right. That's the plan. That's the idea. One side note, Sam, left the group. I've been, at prop firms on the 200 is leading boss everywhere. Patterns and the 200 is how I trade. So thanks for the teaching. Yeah, so you left the group and you don't need me anymore. I guess that's the key. I'm so good, But the thing is, you're supposed to make the money, join the group again, and help beginners, man. Instead of just caring about yourself. That's the whole point. You know what I mean? You contribute back to me and you help other people because you got it. You can show them the way. But I'm super happy, man. My plan is to make people financially free. Some people are going to learn so much from me, they're going to leave the group. Some people are going to learn so much from me, they don't need, you know what I mean? I teach a lot, man. My plan isn't to, be money hungry. My plan is to give knowledge away to as many people as possible. If I get rich doing that, so be it, right? So, hey, you accomplished what my goal is for you, man. So God bless you, bro. Yeah. I God bless you, bro. Exactly. Sam, check out gold on the 4-hour time frame. Gold looks good to me. I came back. Type Crow came back, baby. After all these times. I'm staying with the group to pay back to Seb. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's super nice of you. And honestly, there's going to be cool incentives. Like the other day, I gave $500 to someone in the group, just, or, a few hundred. I said, I'm giving, money. I give money all the, we're going to, we're going to do cool stuff. And we give away a lot here on the channel all the time. Checking out the indicator now. Nice. Wait, it's already out? I don't want it out. Hold on. No. I got to delete it now. No. No, did I actually accidentally sit? Is it out now? Jamie, can you find out if it's out for me? I don't want it out yet. No. Hey, will you text me, Jay? Is it out? No. No. Oh, no. Oh, my God. No. I'm going to tweak it. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's got to be tweaked heavily. It's got to be tweaked heavily. Oh, yeah, you got the 5 MAs, not the bot. Not the bot, though. Yeah. Not the bot, though. Okay, yeah, the 5 MAs. Yeah, because I didn't think I made the bot public yet. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Jay, man, the way I trade is so simple. You can peel away so much stuff and see the chart so clear. Like, yeah. God bless you, Jay. Thank you, man. Thanks for texting me, bro. I took a 6-month break and did it even style. My subscription. You're amazing, dude. Thank you for doing that. God bless you, bro. It's good people like you, man. And again, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I sell education. I have no problem with it. Some people think it's like, they get real weird about that. It's like, dude, Harvard sells education. Yale sells education. BC, Boston College. This is Samuel University, man. Come on now. So Bitcoin clearly broke out when you look at it on the 15. Like, it's just so beautiful. But look, it's a heavy resistance right here. Resistance. We got to pierce through the veil. I truly believe we are going to go to this. This is blood red. They're going to go eat that red eventually. They just got to build the shorts here. They got to pull it little down to get the shorts hungry. And then we can eat right through them to the upside here, folks. Keep mapping out this flag here on the 5-minute time frame as the 21 gets closer and closer. Oh, no, that's the 5. Oh, yeah, that's the 15 I'm on. There's the 5. So there we go. This is looking like it's getting ready for a breakout, folks. Why? The 21 is above the 200. And you're touching price action right there. Okay? This can moon, maybe. This can moon. And shout out to everyone out there. Get that money, everybody. Get that money, man. You deserve it. Get that money. We need a lifetime membership. Forever grateful for your teaching and for changing my life. 33. God bless you, brother. Thank you, FUD Expert. I remember you from a long time, man. Yeah. Yeah. Inverted head and shoulder on the 1 hour time frame. It is, right? Yeah. Yeah, you kind of see this as a shoulder head, or you see this little one. I don't know. Oh, you see a bigger one? I don't see it. I feel like if it happened, it already kind of played out there or here a little bit. The 1 hour looks good. Let's get back into the bigger time frame for a second. I'm just going to do the top-down analysis again. I don't remember it for some reason. I want to do it again. Sorry. My brain just needs it. So, dude, I told you, this is huge. Look at the size of this monthly candle, man. The shorts are freaking out. The shorts are freaking out. And, like, I tell you, man, I've called all the... I know this is... I don't want to sound horribly pompous and rude, but I've called all the Bitcoin bottoms. I really have since 15,000. I was on BitBoy's channel. Even BitBoy said, man, and I know people... But he was like, man, there's no one better than this guy. He's like, I've never seen... I have a quote with him one day. He'd be like, BitBoy's the craziest guy in the world. But, man, he knew his stuff. He watched a lot of YouTubers. I got to give him that. And he's like, I've never seen anyone more accurate than this man. And many people have said that. Not just me, man. So listen to the crowd, right? Look, I found this fractal from December. Dude, this post got the bears triggered. And anyone who was waiting for sub 60K... Still just a game of probability, big. I can see some good odds for a long, man. Like, how could you not? Like, look at this thing. It's identical. It's a you know, again, nothing is a lock. I found this. I said it's not a lock. But, man, this low looks like it's the bear market low in January 23. I also have never seen fear and greed hit 5 twice. I said every single time I saw that, we went below 9, we bottomed. I'm buying Bitcoin heavy spot. You do what you feel. Are you buying Bitcoin? 23,005 and continuing, right? And so, hey, we're back at 73K, folks. Oversold 1 hour time frame. So I'm under the impression that and then whenever I call the bottom, like 90% of people say we're going lower. Every time I've done it. So I put in, I bought Bitcoin like that was the best chance to buy ever in the history. My buddy just bought $500,000 worth of it. And I can't disclose who, but someone I know just went in hard. 500 grand. He texted me, I'm going in. So I remember when Ben came to your house, you were so happy. Good times. It was a very interesting day when Ben came to my house, man. Ben was bringing everyone together. I pray for Ben every day. Or not every day, because I don't think about it all the time. But I pray, when I think of Ben, I pray for him. I don't want to lie. Like, you know, I don't want to. But I do, when I think of Ben, I pray for him. I pray for his kids. I pray for his ex-wife. I just, you know, I hope someday, somehow, all can be somewhat resolved, right? We are ripping, folks. We are ripping, no dipping. We are pumping. And again, I highly suggest you just stick to the 4 and let the 4 take you to Valhalla. You don't even need any other time frame. We're going for it, folks. We are going for the gusto. We're going for it. Look at that rippage. Only thing is now that's a bear div there on the 5-minute time frame. So what it tells me is they liquidated the shorts, and you've got 2 scenarios cooking for you right now. And you got to see how I'm pivoting at the speed of light. Everyone's like, you change the pattern every 5 seconds. You don't know what you're doing. A real trader, a quarterback, dude. You have the play and you change the play. Sometimes you change the play on the fly. A good quarterback can do something you've never thought possible. He was supposed to set the receiver on the flag, but he does a 360 spin off the side of his leg and he throws it to the running back just at the last second. If you can't pivot, you can't win, folks. Same as in trading. You got to learn how to pivot. There is a bear div here. Swings down on the RSI, swings up in price action. So what I would do is either we're going to raise the roof here and make a rising wedge that just goes all the way to Valhalla, or what you would say is we're going to actually make another flag now. We did a nice pump, but we got to flag out 2 scenarios here. If we continue to dump, that could also happen too. There is some bear div right there. Iran is taking Bitcoin for the toll payments. Yes, they are. That's bullish for Bitcoin. So it doesn't matter if their risk-on assets get slammed. All right, 73.6 is approaching. Looks like the top of the falling channel. If we break through, I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side. Definitely not. I saw insane sell limit orders at 72 and switched my long to short at this exact top. I don't know if that's... I would never do that above the 200 on the 4, but do whatever makes you happy, man. Maybe you're scalping small, like you're in the money right now. Yeah. Took profits in Twitch. Let's see if the 5-minute div plays out. Let's see what happens, man. He did the swoopy swammy. Hey, I did lose $300 pretty fast there. I'm just going for the 4 hour. This could go up and down. It's going to take, the 4 hours going to take its time. You're not going to get paid immediately. All right. What if Iran sells that Bitcoin? It doesn't matter. It's not enough. Michael Saylor buys more. Like, yeah, you guys are really like, the questions, I love y'all, but the questions I hear sometimes on Twitter, on the internet, like, seriously? Like, are people for real? I guess you know what it is? I'm so independent in my thought process. I'm so stuck in my ways that the outside world doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of other people are triggered by the outside world, like by headlines and all this stuff. And I'm just like, no swearing, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. I'm going to take it as just enthusiasm, but we appreciate it, man. Yeah. But try not to, we got kids on the channel that watch with their dad. We do. They've written me emails, say, I watch with my dad. I love your channel. So no profanity here. Yeah. I think I've slipped up once in my whole time on the channel, maybe. I'm shutting it down and waiting. Sammy, your knowledge is unmatched by anyone. You're one of the kind, my friend. Thank you, everyone. God bless you, brother. Thank you. I've just been doing this for a long time. A lot of your other traders are like, I don't know, they're 30, 35, maybe 25. A lot of the traders that you see that are like, out here, they're in their 20s. I'm 43 years old, and I was trading the Toronto Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange. I was trading when those kids were in their pajamas. You know what I mean? No, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? When they were let's just say 14, I was 24. I began trading, right? So, and again, some people I'm not saying I'm the best. There's people way better than me. I've never said I'm the best trader in the world. I'm just the most consistent in the entire world. And that's a fact. Nobody's more consistent than this channel in the entire crypto industry. Nobody has streamed more than me consistently in the entire world. It's a fact. Like, I'm sorry to say, it's just a fact. I hope to get interviewed by the Guinness Book of World Records one day. Like, I want to go on Joe Rogan just for that. So you're the guy that never took a day off for 3,000 days. What was that like, Sam? Well, you know what, Joe? It was a struggle. My mom passed away. I had 2 kids. My dad died, but I kept it. Wow, your dad died during this time and you still never, yeah, man. Cardiac arrest. My mom died on Thanksgiving while she was speaking to me. I mean, what an epic podcast that would be with Joe Rogan, man. Joe, let me get on the Rogan experience. Joe Rogan, bro. I'm on my way, baby. Let's go. It's coming, man. I'm getting on Joe Rogan one day. It's going to happen. I know it. I'm manifesting it. I'm going to be there. I love Joe, man. I'm from Massachusetts. He's from Massachusetts. We're both Boston guys. Joe Rogan, man. Started watching him on Fear Factor. Come on, man. I'm an 80s baby. You know what I mean? Look at this guy. This is a bear market rally, folks. Don't get sucked in. It could be. If we don't break above 76,000, he's 100% right. If we don't break above this key level, we are going to have an issue. I'll tell you what, though, the moving averages are getting very tight on the 22, and whenever they do that, you pump up to the 200 moving average. It is going to be, we got to get through this resistance here at 75,000. It will happen. There's so many podcasts out there now. There's some almost as big or bigger than his now. Yeah. Sam, Joe loves billiards. So do I, man. Rogan is cooked. You're funny, man. He lives in a 14.4 mansion, 10,000 square feet. That's like even nothing for him, right? I'm pretty sure he was born in the Bean, man. Pretty sure he's from Mass. No, he's from Jersey. I always thought he was from Massachusetts. I don't know why that. I swear, I guess I got confused. I always thought he was from Massachusetts. He's from New Jersey, Newark. He's a Newark boy. Okay. Man, Rogan is an Irish last name, just so you know. Whenever you see G-A-N, it's Irish. You know? Hannon, H-A-N-N-O-N. Gannon is Irish, G-A-N-N-O-N. Irish last names, they don't match. You know? O'Leary, Connolly. All the Irish, we know our last names, but I don't think everyone else knows them because they don't match. They're not like an Italian guy, you can usually say, oh, that's an Italian guy. You know what I mean? My buddy's, 8 hours looking very good. It is, man. It's the 4 hour that you want to pay attention to today. The 8 hours doing great. It's above the 200. When the 8-hour gets above the 200, you want to pay attention. And this was big right there. I want to see that continue. We didn't get it. And again, I'll be the first guy to say, hey, it didn't happen. We got rejected here. We could still make a head and shoulder. Let's look at the bearish scenario. I've been overly bullish right now. Let's just, let's take a look at the possible bearish scenario, right? Let's not drink our own Kool-Aid now. Let's take a look at the possible bearish scenario. What's bearish? Well, you could say this is a symmetrical triangle. These mainly dump to the downside. And so you could say there's a 50-50 shot. We're going to get tighter and tighter in here, and then we're going to find our way. If we get rejected by this top trend line, and we don't make it past here, so if we hit this as resistance and we don't make it up, we could hit the bottom here, get tight, and then we could fall back down to 61.9. So this is your bearish scenario, and then it's kind of a head and shoulder, isn't it? Sam, you were so bullish. How can you do this? Because I can do this. I always go over both probabilities. You know what I mean? I want to stay locked into different probabilities. Very important. Very important. Because if you just, and again, I can see when it's more likely going to pump than dump. But I'll look at both things all the time, just in case. It's a very important way to trade, man. You can't tell yourself you know everything. That's the worst way to live, man. I know it all. Come on, man. Nobody knows it all. Like, it's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? Nobody knows everything about everything. It's just impossible. You can know a lot of stuff, but nobody knows everything about everything. When you start talking like that, people tune out, man. I know this about this. I know that about that. I know one thing really good. I know trading and technical analysis. I'm bad at everything else now because I put so much time into this. I'm good at podcasting. I'm good at talking. And I'm good at making people laugh and having fun. And I'm good at the charts. Like, that's it. That's it, man. That's where my skill set ends. Okay? I'm not a bad driver, but like, you know what I mean? But that's it. I'm not good at anything else. I'm good at making money. I'm good at turning more money into more money. I mean, but that's part of the trading, Well, look, even what's interesting here is how this is a bit of a double bottom, isn't it? This is a cup and handle. This is what we talked about. Like, a couple handles break out. I see something that a lot of people don't see right now, and I could be wrong. Let's go back to Bookmap. You can see there's still a big old, they could bring us down to 70,000. Dude, we talked about the Irish famine today. We talked about Irish anti-Irish sentiment. Okay. We got over so many funny things today. My brain is wild, right? We hit a live trade for $1,400. We got another trade cooking. Damn, it was up big. The key is not to lose money. I don't like that tweezer top there by any means. I'm always open that it's not going to go perfect. Look, we could take this off the table now. And many times you can see me, I think we're going to go huge, and I just take the money. I take the money and run. Why? Because why not? So I'm going to put this stop above. I don't like to lose money, folks. Not a smart move. You need to pull price 73 to sure. I only know one thing. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, son of David, son of Joseph, son of God, is come in the flesh. God bless you, man. I love you, bro. Jesus will come back. You know, my wife grew up Muslim. And despite Muhammad being, their prophet that they believe wrote the Quran. See, I grew up Catholic. I meet my wife. She's Muslim, right? And I think the Muslims hate Jesus. Excuse me. I don't want to, I don't even repeat that, but that's what I think. They really divided the Catholics, and when I was a kid, right, 9/11 happened, and all you knew was like, everyone from over there is this, and we didn't know much, right? We didn't talk much about that culture until 9/11, and then it was thrust at us all. And if you were Irish Catholic in Boston, like, you knew nothing. It's just like, you weren't too learned. So I wasn't that learned. I didn't think they believed in Jesus at all. I thought it was like a completely different religion. Then I meet my wife, and I'm like, yeah, but you don't believe in Jesus. She looks at me, she goes, what are you talking about? We Muslims believe Jesus is going to come back. I said, what? She said, yes, we believe Jesus will come back. It was written in the prophecy of Muhammad. And I was like, what? So Muslims and Christians should get along because they basically believe the same thing. The only difference is, Catholics believe that Jesus is the Son of God. And, and they say that. And Muslims just believe that, like, no human being it could be God, that only, Jesus was. But then I asked Muslims, I'm like, but they believe Jesus was recreated without the regular intercourse. You know what I mean? He was created spiritually. So, like, Also, they both treat people with love. You ever been to Thailand? You ever been to places where there's Muslims that you don't recognize? Like, because normally you see the Muslim as an Arab, right? But you ever been to a place where there's Chinese Muslims? You know what I mean? You know, Taiwanese people, or some are Muslim, some Thai people are Muslim. They look completely different. They're not the idea, and they're so peaceful and kind, and their religion makes them very kind. So, like, I don't get into this stuff fully. I just want to know that you care about others and you love others. You know? Exactly. And again, I don't want to get into this whole question. You guys can ask your friends this stuff today. I'm just telling you that the Muslims do believe that Jesus is going to come back. Yeah. Belated happy birthday, Sam. Thank you so much, man. God bless you. Yeah. Yeah. Most agree, man. Cannot be asked the question. I like that. I like that. Yeah. If you want to jump into my trading program, go to cryptolifer.com, folks. Go to cryptolifer.com. We take all walks of life. I love you all. I have no problems, no issues with anybody. As long as you live in love and you care. As long as you just don't spread hate and hurt others, man. I'm into it, you know. So look, man, you can come and join the trading group today, right here, below. Get it down there, okay? $99 for the month, $270 for 3 months, $999 for the year. It gets cheaper and cheaper, or less expensive, and it's the best premium Discord for the price. It's the most affordable premium Discord for in the game. Yeah, that's why Rogan later, I was right. I knew he was living in Massachusetts. I knew that because my whole life I knew that. Yeah, he later settled in Newton Upper Falls, and he graduated from Newton South. Exactly. We actually used to play Newton South or Newton North, Boston Latin School. One of my best tackles I remember, I think it was like a Tuesday afternoon in a game, or Friday afternoon in a game, and I made a beautiful tackle to save my buddy from getting creamed. I had to take this big dude out, and I just chop blocked him as hard as I could, and I took up like a 250-pound kid down. I was like 160. It was one of my best hits ever. He goes, yeah, I apologize for any negative comments I ever made to anyone here. God bless you, man. We all live in love, man. I just want this place to be a place where people live in love. If you can't handle that, if that's not something you can do, it's sad, but this may not be the place for you. You know what I mean? But if you're ready to live in love, ready to spread positive energy, and ready to be amazing, this show is for you. Okay? This show is for you. God bless everybody here on the live. He says oil is going up right now. Man, no, I wouldn't stress it. Yeah, but look how quick this could change. We were ripping. That 4-hour candle closes. You got yourself a tweezer close. It closes green. So everything changes, man. You have to be ready. This could bounce right back up and go right up to green again. We don't know what's going to happen, folks. All we can do is play the game. And look, good thing I took profits, right? This thing was up 1,000. I already paid myself the other trade. I didn't know. Some days it keeps pumping and you're like, damn, I sold early. Some days it doesn't and you're like, man, I'm really happy I sold. And you never know really what it is. So why beat yourself up when you make a trade? Just be happy you took gains because you don't know the outcome. A lot of us we're doing crazy stuff. And what I mean by that is we're beating ourselves up for an outcome that doesn't make sense. For instance, if I trade and it keeps going up and I get mad for the rest of the day, I only made 1,500. I should have made $6,000. I've done that before. I got to stop that. I tell myself, Sam, stop being greedy and be happy that you made money. And I want to remind anyone, whether someone said he made 38 bucks, $5, whatever it is, 5% of people are losing all their money trading. They can't do it. They jump on in. They don't join a trading group like they should. They don't pay the $99. They think they could do it themselves. They lose thousands of dollars. Then they join the trading group after losing thousands of dollars. Why not do it the right way the first time? Like no one becomes an engineer on the job before going to engineer school. Why does everyone try to trade before going to school? It's insane. No one's a firefighter before going through the firefighter regulation program. No one's a police officer before they go through the program. Like, do not become a trader until you go through a program. And it's far more intense than I think even those things mentally. And there's going to be so many things that can trip you up. I can save you so fast. Number one, you might have a horrible P&L. And I'll look at it. I'm not even going to go over your P&L, but you'll look at what I'm doing and we'll talk. And I'll say, when are you trading? You're like, I like Thursdays and Fridays because I'm really busy Monday through Wednesday. And I'm like, oh, so I said 90% of your trades on Thursday and Friday afternoon? I said, that's the reason why you're losing right there. You're trading at the wrong time. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that the timing of their trades is affecting their P&L. You got to know when to trade based off, and I do this every single day, so me and my crew, we know when to trade. We know when liquidity runs. We know when it's likely going to happen. See? Good thing I didn't jump in on this. See, you don't chase. Remember, we called this bear div with a 5-minute time frame. We told you there was bearish divergence. It'll pop up in 1, 2, yeah. We told you that was bear div. The RSI was pointing down while price action was pointing up, and the bear div took place. Now, you didn't lose the 200 moving average on the 5-minute time frame. This is key. So here. Now you'll set your support or resistance on the local. Remember, the daily still looks pretty good to me. So look, there's a chance that this turns into a big pump today. A big chance. You know what's crazy? When you accept abundance into your life, and then one day you'll be sitting there years later, and you'll be doing something that was unattainable, unachievable, so far from your reality years ago that you'll be in a state of awe. That was me yesterday, sitting there with my wife at St. Regis. I was just like, I was just sitting there like, I'm really Sam Price, the crypto lifer? Like, I'm really 43 years old and I've built a worldwide community? Are you kidding me? Like, God really provided such a life? I know other YouTubers just stream and they don't talk about the fact that where they are is unbelievable. They just stream. I'm always in self-reflection, folks. I'm always in a state of awe in what happened to my life. I worked a night shift for 6 years up until I was 36 years old. I thought that was it for me, folks. I thought I was going to be an underachiever by 40, 50, and just become someone that never did it. I was scared that my destiny was going to be swallowed up because I didn't have the guts to go for it. And now I look back and realize that I took the golden ring, I snatched it right out of the air, and I decided never to fail. And my mind asked me, how is this all possible? And I said, it's only possible because I believed in God on my lowest moments. God crushed me, or life crushed me, God crushed me. However, once I prayed to God for strength, he gave me more problems to make me stronger, folks. Facts. Look, I prayed to God for strength. I got an Achilles pop. You know how strong I am now after that? God made me stronger yet again. He answered that prayer pretty fast. You know, he said, okay, I'll pop your Achilles and I'll send you down for a minute. I'll give you pain every night that you've never had. You know how much pain I was in? Do you know how much pain I was in? Does anyone have any clue how much pain I was in? Does anyone have any idea how much pain I was in? Anyone pop their Achilles here on the channel? Oh my gosh, it was painful, man. Every day is a blessing right now that I'm not going through that pain. Every single day. Are you kidding me? You keep what you have by giving it away 100%. That's what God keeps telling me. I used to be so afraid to give it away. But God told me, son, I've got you. If you help my people, I will help you. Look at the 200 moving average on the 1 minute. Such a key area. Tells me that we could get this bounce. Look, that's an area that I really like to look at for a bounce. Wow, look at the volatility here today. They're gonna jerk price around. It's an options expiring today. Options expiring or today. You have to be like, what is that? I don't know what that is. Let me let you know, because TA is cool, but we got to teach you about trading here. You got to understand. Someone says, I'm in PT. I get it. Oh yeah, you're in there with me. I do, unfortunately. I popped both my Achilles. Both? How old are you? How old are you, Honda man? You popped them both? I pray to God I don't pop my right one, man. I don't want to have to go through this on my other side. Yes, I do. Pain all night, and then the sun comes up. It's accurate, and I want you to know that I have the same birthday, except the fact that I was born in 1973. I'm a whole decade older than you. Happy belated. So cool, man. Shout out to Melissa Burns Oyster. Marissa Burns Oyster, right? Melissa, we love you. We appreciate you. How's your life been with my birthday? It's been a great life, right? It's been an amazing life, hasn't it? Wow, Melissa, and you're blonde like me. Look at that. Shout out to Melissa. I've had to see it. Can I see her? Look, take a bow. Look, we're about to blast you out. Oh, you got that rise.
That was quite a show.
Well, I'm probably going to like a copyright. Shout out to you, Melissa. God bless you. I bet you didn't think that was going to happen today. You're going to get spotlighted on a 100,000 subscriber channel today. See, you never know what's going to happen to you folks when you put yourself out there online. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blast you out there. I hope that's okay, man. Tore the Achilles meniscus 5 years and did it again 10 years later. Living with the torn meniscus, bad knees, dude. That stinks. Options expired this morning. Yes, they did, yeah. About render, BTC falls. I just wanted to teach you about what it was. Couple of loopy streams. It was fantastic. You're a G. Love watching you get it done. I play hockey with a large group of 30 plus, and I've seen some real injuries and recovery. I love it, man. I broke my neck, paralyzed for 2 weeks. Took me a year to walk without a walker. Now I'm almost normal. Wow. Like, that's way worse than me. Like, see, every time I share, I hear a story worse than my share. Broke both knees falling down a cliff. Painting a lighthouse. Woke up in the water. Blessed to be alive. Not being able to walk for 6 months was nothing but a blessing. I can't believe that, Irish. Dude, Eric, dude. Are you kidding me, Eric? Look at the Irish, man. You crazy Irish painting the side of the freaking lighthouse, man. Oh, man. Slancha, brother. That's crazy. Someone says, are we waiting on the 15-minute 200 MA? Well, you want to see if the 1 hour can hold the 200. If the 1 hour breaks this 200, we're going to go lower. Let's take a look at the bigger time frame. Let's redo the analysis here for you guys because I just want to reassess. We've got beautiful monthly support. If the monthly closes here, we're good. I just don't want it to close with a massive wick. Like, I want a nice solid candle in the month. You know, we're a third of the way through the month. We look at the 2-week chart. 2-week is holding support beautifully. I like what I'm seeing here on the 2-week. Absolutely lovely. Sustained energy, folks. Sustained energy. God has blessed me with sustained energy. Wow, we just took a dump. We just took a dump. And is it that oil that's playing that game? Is it that oil that's playing that game? Friday, low liquidity, right? Let's take a look at oil here. And again, they kind of want to dump it. Why? Because they want to get more shorts up here. So if I wanted to liquidate more shorts, I would bring the price lower to get them to think we're going to dump. Scare them. Scare the world. Get them to go crazy. Marcus, you've sent 10 memberships every single day for like, I don't know how many times. Last year I had my heart rate go to 260 BPM. My heart stopped and then shocked me back. I had to have a heart procedure to fix my rogue circuits, causing my heart to reach 200. Oh my God. Let's go. Shout out to J Change. You mean the 1 minute 200. The 1 hour is far. I meant the 1 minute. Sorry. I think I said the 1. Did I say the 1 or 1 hour? It's the 1 minute. Yeah. We still got big red above us, folks, and that has a more likelihood of a play to the upside. I'll be honest, U.S. oil looks a little bullish here, though, on the 1 hour time frame. That's a bit of a bull flag, is it not? Am I upside down? Make sure I'm not. Sometimes I am, and then I'm like, ooh. Let's look at oil here. Yeah. So I'm just sitting with my stop loss right above price action, right above my entry there. Looks like it's going to be very close. And I found a bear div of the 5-minute time frame. I'm happy. See, you got to pay if I didn't pay the trader, what would have happened? I would have lost half of that 1,400. I was heavy leveraged. You see? I was heavy leveraged. Let's take a look at U.S. oil. That crude, baby, that crude. And I'm going to go over this today, too, on the top-down analysis, so stay tuned for that. Today, if you didn't know, I do a pre-recorded video that we put out around like 3 o'clock. I don't know exactly when. I'm always... Friday, man, I like to take some time away for the charts. You know, tonight I will do a screen share at about 6:30. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I know it's not the best time, but I didn't do it on my birthday yesterday. I wanted to hang out with my wife. I wanted to relax. I wanted to end the day in the jacuzzi, smoking a cigar, looking out over the world, and just being excited for everything that had happened yesterday. And so I took a moment, man, for myself. I really did. And I didn't do the weekly screen share last night. If you know, everyone, I do a weekly screen share where I share my portfolio, talk about everything, go over it with us so we can like get together as a family. And you don't feel like I'm just posting things and disappearing, like I'm there. I'm here every day, but I like to do it. And it's a more intimate setting. We hang out together. We have a good time. I mean, that could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You see that? There's some hard resistance right there at $100 a barrel. That nasty dump there. If we look at it on the daily, it's below the daily one, right? I think it was below the 4-hour 200. No, yeah, I thought we lost the 200 moving average. Yeah, on the 1 minute. On the 1 hour, sorry. So what I want to see this do is, like, look, I mean, it's a symmetrical triangle, but it is below the 200 moving average. It could go either way, folks. On a low volume Friday, I'd like to see it head and shoulder its way right out of here. I still can't believe this. Paints a lighthouse, falls off the side of the lighthouse, off the cliff into the water, dude. Like, what if there was a jagged rock in the water that split your head open? Like, you shouldn't even be on the stream, dude. Like, I can't. We should never have even spoke that day on Zoom. Like, this is crazy to me. You're a legend, Eric. Like, oh my God, you must be chuckling to yourself right now. My God, man. If I were you, I'd have some apple pie today, bro. Or whatever you guys like over there in Ireland. Bread pudding, or, you know. I'll be looking forward to the screen share. Thank you. Thanks for the membership. It's appreciated. And let me remind myself, because I could forget today. Hey, Siri, remind me to do screen share at 6 p.m. tonight. Excellent. Thank you. All right, that's been done. Super chat, WFLI. Sam, you watch Martin Armstrong. I've never heard of Martin Armstrong. I have no idea who he is. Yeah, I don't know. I was slightly off, but I managed to get into the short still. Good for you, man. I had a strong bullish bias this morning. It looked like we were going to get a bigger move, but lately we haven't gotten these big follow-throughs. To be honest, though, the trade is still legit. Like, there's nothing changed about the 4-hour time frame. If this all of a sudden just starts to rip and goes out of control, like, don't be surprised. You're above the 200 on the 21, and in consolidation. I wouldn't get too bearish unless we break this trend line. You break this trend line, then, you could start saying head, shoulder, shoulder. We're coming down to the 200. But to me, as long as you stay above these levels, there's a chance we're still breaking out here. I wouldn't get too bearish just yet. You just did that for 100 people's iPhones. Did it really go to everyone's phone? I thought it only... No, that's not true, because it has to match your voice, no? Like, my wife can't Hey Siri my phone. I don't think so. I think you're, I'll ask Grok right now. I don't think so. Sorry to be so pragmatic. I don't mean to be rude. I just, Top Wix all connect. Yep. It doesn't look amazing. Let's try it again, Sammy. Say, hey, Siri. I did it again. Hey, Siri. My phone woke up.
Sorry, I don't understand.
There she is. If so, do it again, prank style. You're funny, man. Yeah, he says, on an iPhone, Hey Siri is not locked to the owner's voice. The voice training you do when you first set it up most helps Hey Siri understand your voice. So if another person says, Hey Siri, and turns on the settings search, you could just say it with your own voice, and their phone should wake up. No, so you're right, bro. I'm sorry I defied you. You're 100% correct. Look, I don't believe anyone but AI getting creepy. Hey Siri, subscribe to Sam Price's YouTube channel. No, hey Siri, subscribe to the Crypto Lifer YouTube channel on my phone. Hey Siri, Google Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. I'm going to do this all the time now, man. What an ad. This is a great advertisement. You guys this is the smartest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my gosh, bro. Hey Google, search Sam Price on the Android phone. Oh, this is so Android's Hey Google, huh? You guys taught me something. Dude, I love this show. This show's awesome. It's so interactive. It just woke up with my headband. I got headphones on and I'm already subbed, man. You're funny, bro. Dang, you got mine. Yes, I got somebody, bro. It worked. Oh, it's amazing. Hey, Alexa, Google Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. What's even funnier is how many people said, hey, there is just Siri, just like you're supposed to. Siri, Google the Crypto Lifer. Subscribe to his YouTube channel.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Okay, so if you're not unlocked, it ain't gonna happen. But she was about to do it. Hey, Alexa. Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. Hey, Google. Search Sam Price on the phone. Got my iPad. What a blast, bro. This is funny, man. Damn, man, they slammed Bitcoin. It didn't live, bro. I got stopped out of break even. And I was up pretty nice. But this was, I made this trade on the 4 hour. And my belief that this trade was going to, absolutely go to the moon. And that we were breaking out for a massive pump. You have to believe it's going to break out, right? You can't make a massive gain if you don't believe we're going to pump. Now I only got the monthly trade open, which is fine. It's good to be on the bigger time frames, and this could still whale, folks. The idea is still here. I don't love the wick. I gotta be honest. I'm not in love with the wick, but this could still whale. Hey, Lifer, can you tell us your VVPR setup, please? Yeah, it's very simple. It's the basic setup. I just changed 240 to a 0. Wow, a lot of people ask that question almost every day. That's a question I get almost every stream. People want to know about the VRVP and how to set it up. You're just going to go here to indicators. You're going to add it. And everything I give you guys is free. I don't charge for indicators. Even I could put all this suite into a paid indicator and sell it to you. And I think it's a good idea. Shout out to the people that do that. I'm not knocking anyone that does that. I'm just saying I could do it and I haven't done it yet. I probably lost a lot of money. I probably would have been able to buy 2 Ferraris with that, but it's okay. All right. I'm going to get the 488 GT, right? GTC or the 48 GT. It looks like the least expensive, but it's really nice. Right? You guys ever seen the 488 GT? It's only $250. It's only $250, man. You know what I mean? It's not that bad, man. It's really not that bad, man, In white, too, though. If I could get it in white, preferably. This is it right here, bro. This is it. This is so fresh. A 2017, so it's a 10-year-old car. But, man, I kind of like these years. That thing is fresh. It's white. Anyway, Ferraris, right? I don't own one. I probably never will. You never know. Who knows? Dump happened right before the 4-hour candle closed. It did, but it's not over yet. We're going to close right now. We're about to close right now. Let's take a look at how this candle closed. And this could be a retest on the 5, on the 15 even. Nice pump, man. We get in here, we get out there. That's a great day trade. That's why day trading to me is key. Every time I go for the big swing, it sucks me in. When I used to go for big swings, it sucked me in for losses. Because I'm like, I got to go 3,000 for 10,000, double the account today. And I'd be up $2,000 and I'd be like, yeah, on the way to 10. And then it would go back down and then you'd lose the trade, right? And you'd be like, oh. Now I'm going for 10 grand, but I got to say, when I'm up, man. Honestly, this could turn green and continue to rip. It's technically a breakout. They could be just playing with us right now. That's technically a breakout on the 4-hour time frame. If you buy this candle right here, you're buying the breakout. You see? It is a tweezer top. It doesn't look amazing, but you could technically get into this trade right here. I've never done this. This isn't really something I do. I like to get in at the perfect time because this could go either way now. We don't know. But this is buying the breakout. You've broken out of a resistance. You're going up to the next resistance. It is at 73.6 and it's 75,000. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing still rips today, folks, because you broke out of the channel. You're near the 21 still and you're above the 200. There's no reason why this can't moon. We might be in one of these and we might have to come back to the bottom of the channel, which is okay, before we do a massive parabolic breakout. And then we might get one more chance to get it right there. So you could enter the trade now knowing that it might come down and you could re-enter at 71.7 or 71.5 there, or 71.987. Okay. 250 is chump change. I know, right? That's like nothing, right? It's like a pack of gum, right? I mean, like Super chat WFLI. Let's take a look at WFLI. All right. And what a great show, man. While people talk about hate, fill themselves with nonsense, go political at each other, we had such a good time today, didn't we? We didn't focus on the nonsense. We really didn't, man. We focused on the love, the happiness, and we just had a good time. Like, you people were great. Thank you so much, everyone on the stream. I enjoyed myself thoroughly today after a post-birthday day. You should be happy the day after your birthday, man. Someone asked me for WFLI. This thing looks horrible. Looks like it just continues to dump now to 8 cents. I mean, it could have bottomed, but I don't know, man. It's the lowest it's ever been. And it looks like a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. Maybe it just starts to round off here, and this is the lowest price you'll ever get. But I'd be careful. I think I own a little bit of this. I think I put a little bit in, like 12 cents back in the day. So I'd be down on it now. Staying in my own lane. I love it. It's bouncing off the smooth on the 1 minute. I like that. You just said the smooth. You know what you're doing. The Cutlass Supreme F85. I like the Cutlass Supreme. I like the Monte Carlo. Yeah. Crushing it in the 43rd year already. I know. This is the first day of my 43rd year, and we're doing numbers. We're doing numbers. We are doing numbers, folks. Oh, man, I've been watching these Trump impersonators. They're so funny. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to do it. We and the aliens. We've hung out with the aliens. They could. You know, they asked for one person. He said, you know who they asked? They asked for Marco Rubio. We got to give him Rubio. You know, I don't want to. Mark's not going to be happy, but one person for all that oil. That guy's so funny, the guy that does their impersonations, man. VWAP and support bouncing on the 5. I like it. Happy New Year to Sammy. Cup and handy. Thank you so much. I mean, that looks bullish to me on the 4-hour time frame. I have to be honest to you. It's a breakout on the 4-hour. They just kind of played with the little, they just like someone like took early, I don't know, it took rejection profits. I don't know. You could be below that low right there and go for the high. I still like this pump to the upside here for the move. Nice shirt, babe. You look skinny. Really skinny.
I'm not skinny, I'm strong.
You look really strong.
I'm buff.
You look buff. You want to say hi to everybody? No, right? No. She never wants to say hi. I guess it's a bunch of dudes, and she's like, no, I'm not doing that, you know? You know what I mean? It's so funny how she says no. It's so funny, right? I'm like, you want to come on in? No. Me and my wife laugh like most of the time. Like, we're always laughing and joking around. Our whole entire relationship is laughing, man. It's a great time. I still like 1,000. I still like 989 for 5,000. So what? Come get me. I still like this trade, man. I'm taking it. I'm getting back in, man. If I lose a G, I'll lose a G. So what? I like this trade, man. It looks too good to be true. I like the 21 above the 200. I have to take it. I have to take it. Just a couple of guys in here. I know, just a couple, just a few. Only 1,000 dudes. Most people have never seen a 1961 F85. Never. Everyone, I got to do the top 10 analysis, and then I got to get away from the screens. My eyes get burned out by the lights, and I've been doing this at 7 in the morning. So you remember, by 12 o'clock, I've been working since 5 a.m. I've been working for 5 hours, so not 5, you know, and sometimes I was up at like 6:46 this morning. I think my first post in the Discord was early bird. My first post in the Discord was, I think it's 6:45 in the morning. Let's see, when I first hit today. 6:36, sorry, I was wrong. So I posted my last post, 10:53. I'm back in there just 7 hours later, folks. Nobody will work harder than me. Nobody will sleep less than me. I'm going to continue to give you the sauce every single day, folks. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Shout out to all the super chats. Shout out to anyone that gave the memberships. We love you. We appreciate you. We care about you guys so much, man. He goes, Sam, thanks for a profitable week. Took my profits. I'm going to take the week off and park the gains in your render call. I hope it goes well, man. Be careful. I love you. How about the gas station? Oh, yeah. Love the message of the vibe. Yep. Appreciate you, Sammy. Yep. We checked WFLI. Just want to make sure we got everyone that sent the super chat. Get that recognition for them. We got Free. We got Jeremy. We got Nick Domini. I had a coach, Coach Mick Domini. Omar Lopez, thank you. Type Crow in the house. Ricardo. And Marcus, man. Shout out to everybody here. And my man Sean, always holding me down. God bless everybody. If you want to learn more, go to the pinned comment. And you can trade where we trade. Go to cryptolifer.com. Hit the subscribe button and you can join the trading group. Go to cryptolifer.com. Right? Hit the subscribe button and you can join the trading group right here. cryptolifer.com. We make it very simple and easy. You would have been able to get the gains we made today. I love you all. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I appreciate you. And we're actually back up on that trade. It's up from when I got in. So far, so good. All right. Yep. We'll see where this puppy goes. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the flip side. Have a great day. God bless. Secret to success. You know what it is, right? It's getting started. Say pocket squared up, baby. I'll see you soon.